what's up? I'm really real. Some call me real. Also known as Chile. I'm a creative. I live in Brooklyn, and I aim to create spaces in the world where others can come and see themselves reflected in that space. Can be vulnerable, can be themselves through the mediums of music, dance, acting, storytelling, all mediums. I'm fluid with that. I identify myself as gender fluid. I kind of just express myself and I give my spirit the freedom to flow where it wants to. And yeah.
Hey, my name is Rio Adriana and I'm a singer-songwriter, published model, and content creator. I'm also a designer and I'm from Fishkill, New York.
Hi, I'm Indica Wade. I'm 26 years old. I am from Queens, New York, and I identify as a creator.
Hi, my name is Cherish. I am going on 19 years old. I'm from Harlem, New York City, and I am a creative activist, influencer, scholar of the universe.
I feel like my creative journey really began when I was a kid. Just coming in the household, different family reunions, playing dress up, creating talent shows like rundowns, like for everyone, like, yo, wait, I'm gonna do this, stay there, come back with a wig, come back with a different fit, different number, making up music. So I definitely know that as a kid, I knew I wanted to perform. Whatever the case, I just knew I wanted to perform, whether it was dance, acting, singing, all of that. Like, I just was very creative and I loved the business side of things. And yeah, like that's when I knew, like as a kid, I just knew I was definitely gonna do something. First I thought I was gonna be an actress, then I was like, oh no, I wanna be a dancer. Then I went to high school for vocal. So it was kind of, right now what I do is I kind of mix all of my passions in this one hub, like this one station.
When I was younger, when I was a little girl, my mom put me in dance, acting, voice lessons, guitar, piano. So I was really familiar with creative arts from probably around 5 years old.
Me, it all started when I was 4 years old. My parents were very musical in my household. My dad played the guitar, sang. My brother rapped and sang. When I got to be like 8, I started rapping. So that became the beginning of all that.
As a creative, I've been drawing my whole life. I actually started as a visual artist. I would come home from pre-K and be like, Mommy, God put me on this planet to be an artist. And it's kind of just evolved from there, from drawing to early stages of theater to legit theater. I spent my entire middle and high school experience in a theater. I went to Performing Arts High School and I went to Harlem School of the Arts outside of school, where I spent every day after school, my entirety of my Saturdays. When I had shows, I was there 3 days a week. I stage manage, I do lights, I do sound, I act, I sing, I dance, West African. I do a little tap from school, but no. Yeah, that's kind of been that.
I got inspired by my brother, who was 8 years older than me. So when I was 8, he was 16, and he was really big in rap and everything. He was listening to Nas and Mobb Deep and Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick. So I started kind of studying that, and I wanted to rap and I wanted to be like that.
One of my biggest inspirations from childhood were definitely Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson. I love SZA, I'm very inspired by her now. Rihanna.
One of my biggest inspirations has always been Michael Jackson. Growing up from the ages of, I think I can remember from 6, 7, 8, just seeing Michael Jackson's DVD, of his songs just play over and over and over and over and over. And I studied everything he did in his music videos, different albums, DVDs for those albums. I studied it. I studied his mannerisms. I was just obsessed with Michael Jackson, bro. And his energy, I felt very connected to his energy and his authenticity and his vulnerability. I don't know why I can never say that. But yeah, I just always really been inspired by Michael, the way he holds his presence on stage, the way that he really conducts a crowd, the way that he sees everybody in the spaces that he works with. And other than Michael, I would say now is Kid Cudi. I really am. I'm so so in love with Kid Cudi's energy. Like, I love how vulnerable he is and how when you speak to him, he sees you. And it doesn't matter where you come from, he really acknowledges you, where you are, and encourages you to like step into your power. I really mess with Cudi.
Some of my biggest role models in life have always been my aunties and my cousins. You know, growing up in a Black household, I got 12 million aunties, some of them related, some of them are not. And they are my grounding force, they are my village. And my village inspires me every day that I walk. Every day that I live for my village. And outside of my home, I started calling myself the Malcolm X reincarnate when I turned like 14. I was like, yo, this man has the secrets of the universe in this man's autobiography. Malcolm X by far has absolutely been somebody I've looked up to for so many years. My father wanted to name me Maya so bad after Miss Maya Angelou, and my middle name is now Maya after her, and by far her way with words is something I aspire to touch like a nook of that.
In 5 years, I definitely still see myself being content creator, still making art, music. In 5 years, I would hope that my business has grown substantially. My brand, Toxic Waste, I named it that with the intention of donating the proceeds to different foundations that want to get pollution and oil out of the oceans. So I'm hoping by then we'll be further along on that path.
Honestly, I'm already in a space of happiness with what I'm creating. So my overall goal would be global empowerment. And when I say that, I mean like I want to create spaces all around the world, globally. And even if it's not something physically or just energetically through a screen, whatever I can create for people to really understand how precious they are, how powerful they are, how much they matter. And I want to make that fun. I want to make that a dope, fun, crazy, adventurous ass experience. So the different things I want to do, they'll definitely happen in the time, and I want to keep that to myself until the times that they manifest. But I definitely want to like just create an energy that when I leave this earth, people really were able to feel themselves and to feel my energy, and just in general like pass that on and pass that on and pass that on and recycle it.
I'd love to be an actress. That'd be cool. I used to I want to be a comedian, so that's one cool thing. I don't know. I want to get involved in a lot of stuff. The main thing that I hope that I always am is just a good person in everything that I do. So anything to help other people, whatever field that is. If I can get involved in the medical field, hey, like I wanted to do that when I was younger, and it's never too late. So yeah, maybe.
I kind of get that often. It's not told to me in a straight sentence, but I got that told in a straight sentence recently. And honestly, my first thought was like, thank you, but no, because I don't wanna. I'm gonna allow myself to kind of spark out, and I'm gonna allow myself to come through full circle on what I need to come through on. Because at the end of the day, if I have something that people aren't gonna understand because I'm moving in this way, if I'm moving in this way, and the energy around me is moving like this, I'm gonna flow with what is around me eventually. But I'm here on this earth to be of my spirit and to be of my being. So I think all the different areas that I'm touching, and in the times that I come to them, they all will make sense eventually.
Of course, I mean, I definitely felt the pressure to, go to college, work the 9 to 5. I felt a lot of pressure after I did get my degree to jump right into the workforce instead of focusing on my creative pursuits, but that's what I'm doing now.
If I had a nickel, if I had $1 for every time a man especially has told me, you're doing too much, you need to sit down, you need to pick a career, you need to pick what you're gonna do with your life, I'd have so much money. If I could just count them, I don't have enough fingers to tell you how many times a man or anybody has told me, you're doing too much, Cherish, and you need to pick something. You need to sit down.
I've been told to not speak on certain things, and I'll still speak on them. and that's just the human in me, that I need to use my voice for what I believe and what I think, and I need to speak my mind. So yeah, there have been times with that, but I feel like there's a way to speak about things with just speaking from your heart, without offending anyone, without anything. It's just the way that's how indifferences get solved, you know? You speak and you listen to other people's point of views and opinions, and yeah.
I think anyone with a platform should use it to raise awareness. I know different people are passionate about different, social injustices, different situations, different foundations, but I think it's important that we all, have a cause in mind and have a purpose in life that's bigger than just ourselves.
I think it's very important because of who's watching. You have kids 6, 7, 8 years old, impressionable ages, that are going to grow up with these ideals and what you're putting out in the music or in the world. And just with that in mind, I feel like we should be doing a little better service to the world, to be kinder with one another, and just create a space where everyone can grow to just be in unity,
Like the words that my truth really speaks to you on a level that is so deep that you come up to me and express that to me. Somebody I've never met, somebody I probably will never see again, somebody whose name I don't remember. You have given me the privilege to educate you, and for that I'm eternally grateful. Because we can't get anywhere in this world. We will not further as a society without education, without listening, without learning, without being open to one another. So the fact that you've allowed me the privilege to give you my knowledge and share that with you, and it means as much to you as it means to me, girl, you have my whole heart. My world is really centered around giving, receiving, learning, sharing, loving.
I think it's very important for us to hear not what we think someone is saying, but what they're actually saying. And it's actually really challenging to do that. I even find myself in spaces where I've experienced me thinking someone is telling me something because I have my own anxieties and my own things that I'm going through. And someone else, they're not even in that space. They're coming from a true space, and because of my past and different things, then I'm already here ready to stand up for myself and protect myself, but they're not even of that energy.
I'm a big empath, and I love connecting with other people, and I feel like I've experienced a lot of difficult times in life, whether it be from depression or whether it be from anxiety, PTSD, just struggling with finding a place to belong in life. And I feel like it's a very important message to infuse into music, with so many people listening, with so many people just going through it. I think that was what really pushed me, because I was going through a lot when I was making music. So I knew that at some point someone would listen to this and it would help them in some way. So that's the biggest reason why I do it, for real.
I think it's extremely important because I think a lot of people see people, especially with the rise of social media stars, a lot of people just see things and don't really get to know the artist, or even the intention behind a lot of art. A lot of people write music to heal themselves. That's something I do, things that I've been through. I talk about through my art, and if you don't sit down and talk to me, these things you wouldn't know. From just looking at a painting, you might not know what the artist's intention was behind it. So I think it's important to have platforms where people can give people a little bit more insight.
At your final statement, your final message, whether it's to a young woman seeing this on social media who wants to get out there like you, whether it's someone that has this sent to them from YouTube, just something that you feel is important for whoever may see this to know, that you'd want them to know from you. How do you want to wrap this all up?
Real change is made in real sacrifices. And until we are ready to make those sacrifices, continue to be diligent, continue to learn, continue to educate, continue to read, continue to live with love. If everybody lived with a little bit of love in their heart, the world would be a better place. If everybody read and learned and spread knowledge, the world would be a better place. Take that extra step. You never know what's going on in someone's world. Smile when you see somebody. That smile might just change somebody's whole day. say hello when you on a train. Not to the weirdos. I know we live in New York, but a simple smile. Posting. Read a book. Read books. There's so many incredible books. Read. I hope to change the world with my messages. I hope to be able to spread love and knowledge and beauty as far as I can. I hope I'm able to spread kindness across this world. And if you can, spread some love.
Anyone's watching, don't be so hard on yourself. Love yourself every day, even on the tough days. Things do get better. Even when they're dark, the sun is there. It's always gonna come back out. Just gotta have faith in yourself. Keep your thoughts pure and happy, and just do what makes your heart smile.
To my young women, I just want to say, don't let anyone dull your light. Be yourself. Don't let anyone tell you should be this way or that way. Be who you want to be. And to my older women, don't listen to anyone tell you you're too old to be whatever. I mean, I'm just now, I think, really kicking down doors, and I'm just 25. So people would say that's older to start. So I would just say, have the confidence to do whatever you want to do, and don't listen to negativity.
I would say, with all the love and the energy in this world, bro, trust yourself. You got this. You matter. Anything that's been in your head that you've been thinking about for a long time, like meaning like goals or whatever you feel for, not even just goal, a dream, a passion, you can get there. It is not just the minute it hits your head. That's literally something that's aligned with your spirit. If you're able to like even think of something and like that's you. That's of your strength. Just keep pushing through, keep getting there, keep taking things step by step, and be patient. Like just be patient, and trust. Have faith in the unknown. Have faith in the unknown, and lean on that shit. Like the unknown is your best friend, because the unknown will get you to the craziest rooms, the craziest places, the craziest opportunities. Yeah, that's what I gotta say to you.
Yay! That's good. That's a wrap.